Hey there, my name is Lisa, and welcome to Messages You Need to Hear Right Now about romance. I don't know why I've been in the theme of romance lately, but I've just been feeling it. And the moon was just recently in Libra around this recording, so maybe that's why I'm thinking about relationships and maybe romance. Normally I do just relationship readings. It could be family, it could be platonic, but this will specifically be on romance. So whether you're in an established bond or you are looking for partnership, this will be for you. Here we have 3 cards. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, and card number 4. Take a moment to clear the energy, to be open to any message that resonates. And anything that doesn't, we can go ahead and release and leave. And with that, my friends, when you are ready, feel free to jump to the timestamp in the description, and I will go ahead and see you in your reading. Hello there, my group number 1, and welcome to your romance messages that are calling to you to be heard right now. You have chosen an Amazonite heart. This is one of my favorite crystals that I have in my collection. So I want to begin with the astrological energy, because sometimes the planets and the stars can tell us so much about an energy. So I want to go ahead and see what we have before we flip the card over. We have, for our first couple of astro dice, or set of astro dice. Oh, we have the 6th house. Neptune in Aries in the 6th house. This talks about lifestyle, your scheduling, things you wish to do when it comes to your lifestyle, your health maybe. I like this already. And let's see, what do we have here? 4th house, Mars energy, Aries. Woo, fiery Aries energy. In the 4th house of family and home and lifestyle. So automatically the astro dice are telling me the message is saying, you, my group number 1s, can be very focused on what you need to do for your home and for yourself and for your health, your environment, as well as your lifestyle, your home lifestyle, and the dream you have of that. I'm hearing Spirit say, when it comes to your ideal healthy lifestyle, what does that look like? In a relationship, single or looking, it doesn't really matter. Because if you're not healthy and your environment isn't in a healthy space or is in alignment with your dreams or your psychology, then nothing else can really fall into place. I'm really hearing the importance of healthy lifestyle, healthy home, and because we have Aries energy in both, it's almost this first independence. You know, Aries energy is very good at saying, I am here, this is me. And it is ruler of the 1st house. So I really feel this is about whoever chose this. I wouldn't be surprised if you're thinking about your health, your lifestyle, your home, your family, and how relationships can fit into that in a healthy way. Let's flip this card over and see what we have. Oh, 4th house? I can't make this up. I can't make it up. So we have 4th house and 4th house. So already we're talking about family. We're talking about home. I'm almost feeling like redecorating energy, maybe moving in with someone, maybe the energy of marriage or family planning, thinking about having children and babies. So I see a lot of that, the dream of that. Also, Aries is a very childlike sign. So I'm also seeing that as well. Let me go ahead and pull into some tarot cards to get a clear vision of the message. Okay, trying my best to shuffle. 5 of Wands talks about conflict. The Sun, again, childlike joy and pleasure. 2 of Coins, needing to balance. What else do we have? Explain. My group and Wheel of Fortune. I feel like You've survived a lot, my group number one. I don't know why I'm hearing maybe, sounds really interesting, but I'm hearing maybe something about, if you can relate to this. If you don't worry about it. But I think maybe coming from a conflicting home, maybe you didn't have a home or a home you could call your own growing up. Maybe you were jumping from home to home or caretaker to caretaker. And what I'm hearing is you're craving for home. You're craving for family that is in alignment with yourself. No more fighting, no more competing, no more hustling for safe home. And I think maybe in the past, if a partner or if a romantic interest gave you false hope of home or family or stability, hopefully I'm not coming off the mark here, but it almost feels like in the past, it would be this idea of home. This Neptune energy can be very illusionary, right? And the Mars energy can be very passionate. So maybe in the past, it's like this person that gives this idea of home, but then you realize it's unstable. It's still the same pattern of instability. What I'm seeing you now here and what Spirit is saying here is it's over. We're in the Wheel of Fortune. We're in the sun. We're in your own home, your fourth house. You don't have to fight for that. You can create that on your own. You are worthy of creating that balance and that safety of home on your own and that healthy family environment that you deserve. There's this song called Matilda by Harry Styles. I think you would really like it, group number 4. It talks about walking away from toxic family dynamics and patterns to establish your own home and your own family and your own independence. And I'm really getting this. I'm really feeling this. So maybe if you're in an established bond, you're greatly thinking about a home you wish to create, and a healthy home you will be creating with your partner very soon. You're thinking about that, and I see it coming. I see a rebirth. I see a healing with that. I see a redecorating metaphorically as well as literally and physically. And then if you are thinking about creating home or a sense of safety or being mindful of who feels like home in your life, I'm seeing that energy as well, that you are thinking about home, you're thinking about family, and you're thinking about what you want in terms of those things. If you're maybe someone who has had a family and you're thinking about co-parenting dynamics, I'm seeing that come up where, okay, I need to be able to co-parent with someone, or I need to date someone that's willing to co-parent or willing to accept my co-parenting lifestyle as well. So I am seeing that come up. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we have 2 cards that flipped right out. So we have Atlantis, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow, and letting it rain, trust, allowing what is, inevitability. Yeah, trusting, keeping your big vision of that beautiful home that you want, that family that you want, maybe children I'm seeing, keeping that vision. And then I'm also seeing allowing what is, letting things flow, trusting things to come into fruition, how they are meant to. Atlantis energy also feels very home-like for whatever reason. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am sensing. And then letting it rain, letting things come, letting abundance come, and then rainbows after the rain, letting the good in. Very interesting. All right, let's look at the romance, angel romance cards. But I think this is definite confirmation, validation of the home you wish to create with your partners. You deserve love. You are lovable. You deserve love. You are lovable. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's something with home here, and maybe in the past there would be ideas of home, but now you are establishing home for yourself, real home, whatever that is for you at this present moment, whatever works with your family as well. And these cards I haven't played with for a while. So let's see what we have. The seen. Ooh, the seen versus the unseen. This also comes to the physical realm. You know, like let it rain, what is, keep the big vision, the seen versus the unseen. I feel like there are things you can see very clearly, and sometimes we can feel jaded and dejected, like, oh my gosh, like when is this going to happen? How is this going to fall into place? And aligned and misaligned. Yeah, I feel like at this present moment, the seen versus unseen, there are things that you can see, right? There are things that are happening. There are things you are working towards. And then there's the unseen. It's all this stuff that's happening around you. So if you are looking for that partner to build a home with, know that you are worthy of love. Know that you are worthy of life and that beautiful new chapter. And also let it come. There's inevitability. There's fate message here. There's also Mars energy here. Keeping the big vision, staying in alignment as you grow. There are things that you can't see that are underneath the surface in the subconscious realm, and that is working with the seen. The unseen is working with the seen. And it's, again, the alignment. I said it from the beginning. You're trying to find alignment with what is home, what is my lifestyle. You know, I'm getting someone who could be a single parent, and they're like, look, I can't just afford to date anyone or to date the guys I used to date or the women I used to date. I have to really zero in on what works for my health, my lifestyle, and who I am as a person and what I have built and what I have survived. I can't go backwards. I can only go forwards. And I'm lovable. I am worthy of love. I can't see everything. Maybe I'm not seeing the partner in front of me, or maybe I have the partner, but the home hasn't really manifested into the seen realm yet. But I see it happening. I see you fighting for it. And Spirit is saying, keep that big vision. Allow what is and what will be. Let it rain. Let it rain. Allow what is and what will be, my group number one. I'm seeing beautiful changes for home. I'm seeing beautiful changes for family. I'm seeing you get into alignment with your lifestyle of home and just lifestyle in general, your health, your scheduling, your hobbies, how you wish to live. Spirit is saying you are worthy of love. You are worthy of a healthy home, a healthy environment. You are worthy of those dreams, of a partnership and a romantic partnership that honors that home and that lifestyle that is ideal. So a little bit of homework for you. If you wish to journal on your ideal home, your ideal lifestyle, what that looks like, allow that to be something of a manifestation technique where you write down everything you wish, everything that is in alignment with you. And so whenever you feel like you're confused or you're off path, or maybe you're dating someone that you're not sure about, see if they're in alignment with that vision. See if they can work with that with you, or if they're willing to work with that. And even if you haven't found someone yet, I feel like it's important to know what you want when you're dating someone so that there's no preconceived notions or misconceptions, that there is alignment. There is alignment with this energy. I love this card as well. Let's see if we can focus in on the alignment. Oop. There it is. So yeah, aligned energy. So that is your reading, my group number one. The message is you're worthy of home. You're worthy of a healthy family. You're worthy of so much love, that the past is in the past and you can manifest and build the home, the house, the lifestyle, and the partnership within all of that that you are so worthy of. I thank you so much for joining me. If you really resonate with this message, feel free to let me know in the comments if this really resonates with you. I love to hear when the cards or certain groups resonate with certain people deeply. And I thank you again for joining me. Bye for now. Welcome, my group number two. This is your beautiful reading. You have chosen this card attached to the seashell heart, another one of my favorite, my favorite stones. So let's first dive on into your astro dice. I shared in group number one, I think astrology really helps us understand the energy, or the planets help us understand the energy around the message that Spirit has for us. So already we have Libra, relationship, with Venus, okay, in the 10th house. Oh, this is very good. This is very Venusian energy. Venus feels really comfortable in Libra. It is exalted, as some astrologers like to say, in Libra. So this already gives romance and healthy relationships. This also in 10th house of career, this is how people see you, or public recognition in a sense. And it's also your career. So beautiful things happening in career, maybe a healthy workplace romance. If you have a question about workplace romance or someone you maybe have met at work. Then we have Chiron, 5th house, and Leo. This talks about pleasure and confidence. Oof, I love the 5th house of Leo because it's just, it's in this healing energy around pleasure, around joy, maybe around children, around feeling confident. It's very tantric energy of like just really moving from a place of sensuality and pleasure and joy. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, 10th house. Oh my gosh, this happened in group number 1 too, where the dice we spun was the card we chose. I really wish I was that good. Like y'all saw me with the dice. The 10th house, this card was chosen. I did not look at this, so I love this. Is this David Bowie? But this is 10th house of career. What is this coin here? 1980. There's like a really cool coin here of career. Yeah, this is something significant. Maybe this is significant to you as well. Let me know if you know what this is in the comments, or who this is. Hey, look, are they David Bowie? It's very David Bowie energy. Well, anyway, we have 10th house of career. So there's something going on with our career. There's something going on with work. There's something going on with pleasure and intimacy and how people see you. Maybe it's a workplace romance. Maybe it's falling in love with work, or work taking more of a center stage when it comes to romantic messages, however that may resonate with you. Something about career or career recognition. This also is giving like a couple, if you're in an established bond, this could be like a famous couple, like, you know, because 10th house is also about public recognition. So something, or a group of individuals or society recognizing this love on a deep level. And then there's healing intimacy. Very cool. All right. Let me play around with these oracle cards to see what we have. Oh, okay. This is calling to me. We have Temperance, all about balance. 4 of Wands, family and celebration and weddings. Knight of Cups, proposals. This one is calling to me. And the Queen of Wands, which talks about this. Do I see an engagement coming? Oh my gosh. This is why I think engagement. This is why 4 of Wands talks about like celebration, stability, family, weddings. This is giving, I got this card a lot before I was, you know, getting married or planning a marriage, but this card was coming up for me a lot right before my proposal and during marriage and wedding planning. The Knight of Cups is the proposal card when it comes to romantic messages. This is talking about good news when it comes to proposals. Knight of Cups is a very romantic energy, artist energy, Pisces energy. So that is coming up. Then we have Temperance, which is about balance, finding a balance in between. And the Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. Let's just get a nice close up here. Yeah, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. And she is the type to feel confident. She is Leo energy in a sense, feeling very confident in herself. I also got this card when I was getting married, so I really resonate with this. There's something about a big, grand public announcement with love or wedding. And this has something also maybe to do with our career. Maybe someone well-known is watching this video. But there's something here about public recognition and romance and proposals and finding a balance. And I see group number 2, if you feel like you've been out of balance when it comes to your pleasure or your joy or your fun, you're entering a period. Spirit wants you to know that you're entering a period where you are so in alignment with love and your career and your pleasure and having fun. There's healing happening around that. Maybe in the past, you were overwhelmed, you were bogged down, maybe not feeling yourself as much as you could or feeling your confidence as much as you could. And Spirit is saying, no, now you are in a space where everything feels a little bit like a romantic movie. And it all came from your own trust in yourself and your own confidence in yourself. And you can enjoy the money, you can enjoy the career recognition, you can enjoy the love, you can enjoy the beautiful wedding, you can enjoy the beautiful proposal, you can lean on in to the good. I'm trying to see as I look, but no, it's giving, I'm just sensing it's like proposal or good things with your career coming up. Let's see what the romance oracle cards say. I'm curious. For group number 2, what do you say? What's this one? It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And look, she looks like a bride. She looks like a queen. Look at this. Cupid and the angels. Oh, wow. I feel like someone's getting married very soon, or someone's getting proposed to very soon. This partner is just supporting her. Maybe some of you who are watching this are very career oriented and your partners are incredibly supportive of your careers. I still say maybe you met through something with work or career, because 10th house has shown up twice. It's giving power couple. It's giving future power couple, or you're manifesting an energy of power couple. Oh, this one's calling. Cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune-up, new beginnings. I mean, a wedding can be a new beginning. I'm just saying. A wedding can definitely be a new beginning. Let's pull the card at the bottom. What does the card at the bottom say? Sweet waters, sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, balance. Yeah, this is kids and weddings. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that this is about children, this is about joy, this is about weddings, this is about engagement, this is about something really good coming up for work, this is about everything falling into alignment. This is like my life is a romantic movie right now. It's a Jane Austen film and I'm right at the end. And it's just wedding and good things and it's safe to love. I'm feeling... You know, I don't believe in saying healed because I feel healing is like an onion. You're always going to discover another layer sometimes. But I think whoever tuned into group number 2 may be in a period where you either need to hear that the layer or that peeling of the layers, the action of peeling of the layers is on pause right now because there's just such good, confident, joyful, romantic, fertile energy. It's like a cleanse just came in and it's a brand new beginning. You're entering and upgrading into a new chapter and people around you can sense it and feel it. And it's just affecting all the good. It's just so abundant. Like when I think of the energy of abundance, I'm getting this card, 10th house and sweet waters and fertility and the Queen of Wands and confidence and balance and it's safe to love and the 4 of Wands and Venus in Libra and 5th house in Leo and this healing energy of Chiron, the wounded healer. Doesn't mean you didn't go through it in the past. It doesn't mean you weren't hurt in the past. It doesn't mean you didn't have your trials and tribulations. But guess what? Now, Spirit wants you to know you can let that go. It is safe to love, my friend. It is so safe to love. It is so safe to trust all the good that is happening in your life right now. Just say yes. Just say yes is huge. And know that you are worthy of the good things that are coming your way. I truly feel that, my group number 2. You are so worthy of all the good things that are coming your way. So with that, I thank you so much for tuning on into this reading. I think this was a fantastic reading. And it is safe to love. That's your message. It is safe to love. It is safe to let in the good. It is safe to allow other people to see it too and to enjoy. So thank you again, my group number 2s, for tuning on in, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Hello there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading on messages you need to hear for romance. So because I love astrology and I feel astrology can really honor in the last 2 groups, the readings are really powerful with the astrology. So we're going to do a little bit of astrodice and astrological symbolism first. You have chosen this gorgeous heart that I love so much. I love it. I keep forgetting what stone it is. So if you know it, let me know in the comments. But let's go ahead and dive on in. So Astro Dice for group number 3. 4th house again in Pluto. In Taurus energy. Deep transformation when it comes to beauty and love and family and relationships. Okay. And 12th house, Sagittarius. Mercury, 12th house in Sagittarius. Mercury and Sagittarius in the 12th house. Very interesting energy that I've never gotten before. Mercury is the planet of communication and mentality and thinking and learning. Mercury in Sagittarius does really well because Sagittarius loves learning, loves expanding. Jupiter feels more comfortable in Sagittarius, but Mercury doesn't dislike the energy of Sagittarius. In fact, it rides with how can we travel? How can we learn more? How can we expand our thinking? How can we connect to cultures that are different than our own? And 12th house talks about the subconscious. It's giving talk therapy, especially with Pluto energy here of deep conversation. It's giving maybe couples counseling, family therapy maybe. It's giving learning to communicate, learning to talk through problems versus just fight or flight. I'm seeing great transformation, deep transformation within family, subconscious, the seen and the unseen. Maybe something happened recently that you realize communication is a very important tool for transformation, for expansion, for understanding the unseen world. I believe it was Carl Jung who said, pretty much I'm summing it up, but if you don't tend to the unconscious, it will eventually control the conscious mind. And I believe in that. If we are not aware of what is unconsciously bothering us, then it can affect us consciously. So let's see what we have here. Solar eclipse, a deep transformation is happening. Deep transformation. And at the time of this recording, we are in solar eclipse season. So we just got out of or finished a new moon solar eclipse in Leo. And we're going to be heading to a full moon solar eclipse in Pisces at the end of the month. And Pluto and eclipse energy, very powerful, very deep. 12th house transformation energy. Pluto feels very comfortable in the 12th house. Yeah, there's some unconscious things coming to light here. Let's see what we have for romance messages. Whoa, okay, these came out. So 1, 2 of Wands, a decision that needs to be made. Is it just one card here? Ooh, the Tower, another deep transformation card. Okay, group number 3, what I'm seeing for you is things are changing deeply for you on a deep level. And there are decisions that have to be made. There are conversations that have to be had because solar eclipse and Tower is literal sudden changes with Pluto energy in 12th house. It's like there's a death happening here. There's something that is significantly changing that you can't go back on. It's either that we have to work through this issue or there is no going back and we have to release something that no longer serves us, is what I'm seeing for group number 3. 2 of Wands can be the desire to expand between 2 worlds, making a decision. It's also Sagittarius energy, traveling or leaving. Okay. the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So if you happen to be going through a breakup, especially if you have a family and you're realizing that this isn't healthy, this dynamic isn't healthy for my family, this dynamic isn't healthy for me, I need to honor my emotional fulfillment, I need to honor my Zen, my wish fulfillment, my harmony, the things that I do want in life, the things that I do want in the world. Something may have happened that was a major wake-up call, my group number 3. Something may have happened where you realized, oh my God, this can't go on like this. I can't keep doing this. This isn't healthy. This isn't right. And this may not be the best thing for my emotional fulfillment or my family. Spirit is actually very proud of you, my group number 3, because you realized it. Like Mercury energy, you're like, I get it. Sagittarius energy, I need to expand on this. Taurus and 4th house, I need to care about my home and my well-being and my family's well-being. And 9 of Cups right before 10 of Cups. And 10 of Cups is in reverse, which could talk about, instability in family and maybe broken homes, especially with the Tower card, something that happened that created some sort of a situation where the home's family dynamic is changing and needs to evolve to get to a healthier space. Because I don't like looking at breakups as, oh, it's over, or marriages as, oh, it's a failure, or divorced children. Like my husband, just to let you know, my husband's parents got together when they were very young. They were kids having a kid. And of course, because they were children, it didn't work out because it just couldn't. His mother was evolving into a woman that knew that she needed more and she deserved better. And his dad was making choices that he always kind of wanted to make. And he was kind of caught between the choices he made as a child versus the adult choices he was making and what he wanted to do. And they were both, kids at the time. So it was a lot of choices that they made as children without understanding the full picture, and they were evolving and growing. And my husband says to this day, like, I am, as painful as it was that they got divorced, I can't say it wasn't painful. There's part of me that's truly grateful because the adults that they are, if they were to force each other to stay together, it would have been so toxic. It would have been so unfair. It's healthier for me that they made that decision. My mom made that decision, even though it was very painful. At least that's how he sees it. And I'm sure, because divorce is more common and there's, co-parenting and conscious uncoupling, that now we've entered a stage where it can be a new beginning. What Spirit is saying is this isn't the ending of something. This is a transformation. This is a releasing of all the stuff that doesn't work within the family dynamic or within the relationship or whatever it is, so we can evolve into something better, so we can expand into something better, because there's stuff happening underneath that is A, out of our control, and B, needs to be addressed, desperately needs to be addressed. So I am seeing that energy come up. Let's see what we have for the Angel Oracle cards. Let's see what we got. Soulmate. Oh, yes, this is your soulmate. This could be confirmation if you have doubt and you're like, should I go? It's like, or what is this? Yes, this is your soulmate. We have the soulmate energy here, and I want to talk a little bit about the energy of soulmate, right? Because sometimes we think soulmate should be happily ever after, but I also feel that it's really important to understand that someone can be your soulmate, someone can be fated for you in a sense, and you can choose to work through it. But if things are becoming desperately unhealthy, this shouldn't be a card that says, well, I have to stay in it because they're my soulmate, right? Soulmate is such an expansive thing. I just had a reading with a beautiful client who lost her husband and she's ready to love again. And was asking about romance messages around love, around that. And especially after a death, I think you're worthy of love. You know, even Cher talks about it. Do you believe in love after love, right? Or life after love. And that's kind of what it's giving. These people in your life or this person you're thinking of, it doesn't mean they're less significant because something needs to change or something needs to evolve. If anything, it means they're more significant because they were a part of your transformation. They were part of recognizing what you need and what you don't need. And that's really powerful energy. Oh, so many cards. Okay. This is one, let it go. Release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. Let it go. Let it go. There were so many cards that came up, but especially these in the middle. Let's see. Whoops, we'll go with that. The pink dolphin. Celebration, unbridled joy, have an open heart. I feel group number 3, you're the type of person to stay really optimistic and really positive, regardless of what comes your way, especially with the 9 of Cups energy. It's like you keep your head held up high, you keep your zen, you keep your joy. You know, these things are happening. And even with the Taurus energy, there's love there. There's so much love in your heart. There may be even love in a romantic situation if you're trying to figure out. But Spirit is saying in this message, in this particular message, if you've been getting the nudges and the feelings like, you know, we really can't go back. The old shoes that we're trying to force our feet in, it doesn't fit anymore. We have to grow as a couple, or else it's, you know, like I said in the beginning, the unconscious is going to completely control the conscious world that we live in, the beautiful world we may have set up for ourselves. I'm a huge believer in couples counseling, not saying like that. It could be anything. It could be tantra work. It could be spiritual work. It could be, you know, having conversations without the phone or trying a new thing of going to bed without the phone. But I am a believer in therapy and in couples therapy. And one of my favorite things that I did, or one of the best things that I did besides dance lessons with my husband before I got married, was couples counseling. Not because there was something necessarily, and that's the idea. It's like, oh, if you're in couples counseling, it means something's wrong, right? If something's wrong, you go to couples counseling. And that's just one version. But couples counseling also gives you so many tools and resources when things are going right too. You know, you become better communicators. You begin to understand how you react to one another, or why you react to one another in the ways that you do. For me, I learned that I tend to get snappy when I get scared. And that's not fair to my partner. But it's also a learned pattern and behavior, because growing up, I had to get snappy, because if I didn't, it's like my environment or the adults in my environment didn't really listen to me if I didn't make a stink out of something. So in my present relationship, I'd make a stink out of something, but then I didn't need to, because I have a partner that's present, that's listening. So it's like, why are you coming at me so intensely? And I had to like learn, like, oh, that's something unconscious within me that needs work, because that's not fair. And it's coming to a point of no return where my partner doesn't deserve that, especially when we're entering a new chapter and a new beginning. So it's like little things like that really make a huge difference, and you learn to become a better communicator, a better partner. So if this person is your soulmate, or this is really resonating with you and you're thinking of a very specific situation, you're like, oh my gosh, like you just read my whole story out loud. Definitely think of the communication, the decisions you have to make, the reality of the situation. Spirit's saying, please look at the reality. It's time to release. It's time to move forward. And yes, it's still joy. Yes, you still have love and an open heart, and there's Taurus energy, and there's family, and there's such good things there. But you can't enjoy the good things if there's stuff bubbling underneath the surface. And there's energy underneath the surface that's really keeping you from being present with the good things. Or there's unresolved matters. Ooh, unhookable. Unhookable. I don't know what and simplicity. Unhookable and simplicity. Unhookable. Oh, and there's a solar eclipse in this card. Here, let me show you guys. Ooh, there's a beautiful solar eclipse right there. Unhookable. These cards are very new to me. So let me see unhookable. So just to read you very quickly, my group number 3, Unhookable. This is the Inner Temple Oracle book by Rebecca Campbell. Look at the progress you've made. You've arrived. Finally, healing and change are here. We know you've come a long way when those things that once triggered us no longer do. That person, that place, that old story, that family dynamic. After what feels like way too long, all of a sudden what used to knock you off course or send you into a spin no longer does. Instead of spiraling and giving away your power, you find yourself standing steady, whole, tall. The thing or person that once had power over you no longer does. That wounded part of you has finally healed. Whoa. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Whatever pain, whatever unhealthy patterns that were holding us back from living fully, from celebrating, from enjoying that love, that wish fulfillment, that joy that you have, it's like you are recognizing, group number 3, that you can't be tied down anymore to that. You can't be in unhealthy patterns anymore. You can't give that energy or give your power to that anymore. I love it. Next, we have Simplicity in 106, Simplicity. The days of hustle and burnout must come to an end. There's no sustainable growth waiting for us there, only exhaustion and depletion of what's most precious. Those who choose potency over mass production, heart over head, slow over driven, will be the ones who flourish and lead. Soul inquiry, what in your life is overcomplicating or draining your energy? How can you make things a little simpler? This is so powerful and perfect for this reading because it really speaks about the things that drain you and you're not there anymore. You've outgrown that pattern, my group number 3. You're like, we can talk about it in therapy. I can support, I can do, but we can't keep doing this. I'm not the same person I used to be. Therefore, we must evolve and change. I must move forward. I must let it go. And I do so with an open heart. I do so with love. I do so with honoring my journey. But I can't keep doing this. And Spirit sees you, group number 3, and Spirit truly honors that change within you. So, so, so powerful. I wish you so much love, group number 3, because I've been there. I think we all can recognize that and all been there when we've outgrown a pattern in a relationship or within someone. It could be even if you're dating and you're dating the same person and you're realizing, I know where this is going to go. I know what this is. Or like an ex wants to get back together and you're like, we can't unless it's a completely new leaf where you choose to work on your stuff and I choose to work on my stuff. If you are thinking about releasing something, do so when you are fully ready. Do so when you when you really feel like it is in true alignment, right? I don't ever want you guys to think like you got this reading so you have to do anything that you're not ready for yet. But if it's something on your mind, Spirit supports you in whatever decision you choose to make, that, you know, this energy is here for you. This is validation and confirmation in your feelings. So honor that transformation within you, my group number 3. You have the power. You are unhookable. You can't get hooked. And the same thing, you are done. You are done with burnout. It's simplicity. It's keeping things simple. It's honoring that gorgeous heart of yours, that gorgeous Taurus heart of yours. You're ready to evolve. And yes, you can love people. They can be your fated mate. But if they can't grow with you, then they don't have like the tools to be able to go on the journey with you. If you're going up the mountain and they can't go up the mountain with you, you can meet them eventually where they are at. But you can't carry it all with you if you want to keep growing in your joy. You are unhookable. You are transformed. You are changing, and there's no going back. So with that, my group number 3, thank you so much. Hopefully it didn't sound so intense. I hope that it brought you a positive message of honoring how far you've come, honoring that you're no longer in the same place that you were, that you've outgrown so much, that you're ready for so much. And you're ready to heal a lot of the stuff that just doesn't serve you anymore. And you're ready to move forward and blossom into a new chapter. So I thank you so much, my group number 3s, for joining me. And I will see you next time. Bye for now. Hello there, my group number 4s. This is your reading from romance messages you need to hear right now. Let's go ahead. And as I said in the first 3 groups, I love working with astrology and the symbolisms of astrology. So what do we have? We have Mars in the first house, Aries and Mars in the first house. Whoa. That is straight up Aries energy. Aries is ruler of the first house. Mars feels most comfortable. The planet Mars feels most comfortable in the planet Aries. This is straight up Aries energy. And you've also come, I am an Aries. I'm a very fire Aries because I'm also a Sag rising and a Sag moon. So if you love Aries energy, you've come to the right place and you've picked the right card, all that good jazz. All right, let's see what else we have for our second roll of Astro Dice. 4th house in Aquarius in the South Node. 4th house in Aquarius in the South Node. Okay. See. Saturn. Ooh, okay, this is fun. Aquarius really loves Saturn energy because even though Aquarius is innovative, an outside and forward thinker, it loves plans that make sense. Aquarius energy loves plans that make sense. And if you have an Aquarius in your life or a few Aquarius in your life, sometimes you think like they don't make any sense. But when responsibility and things that do make sense and logic comes to Aquarius, their dreams are fantastic. I will never forget when one of my closest friends, she started getting all these chickens. And I was like, why are you getting all these chickens? She's like, oh, I love chickens and they're so cute and they have eggs. She also has a lot of children, so it made sense, like, because eggs and groceries can be expensive. And yeah, when... It's so hilarious, but when, there was the bird flu and the chickens were getting affected and I couldn't get eggs, she had all the eggs in the world. She was like queen of the eggs. And she's an Aquarius. So I'm like, this is such Aquarius energy. When responsibility and the time meets the idea, it's fantastic. It is such innovation and such growth. And so South Node in Aquarius in the 4th house is giving me, I don't know, I'm thinking about her for whatever reason when I see this. It's like home and family, innovative home and family and responsibility and letting certain things go. And Aries is almost this, it almost feels opposite. It's like, this is about me. This is about what I need. This is about what I want. I feel like this group number 4, you are someone that maybe was a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home parent for a very long time. And now there's a responsibility owed to yourself. It's like, okay, I raised the chickens, I raised the kids, I raised the fur babies. Now it's about me. I don't just have a responsibility towards my family. I also have a responsibility towards myself. It's not just all about other people and the people I care about. It's also about me. And without me, there is no we. Aquarius is also a very humanitarian sign. They're very of service. When it comes to people they love, they can be very loving. They can be very giving. Very social signs. Not all Aquariuses come off like that. The introverted Aquariuses, you may think, really? And you will find out the people closest to them, they will do a lot for them. So let's dive on into the tarot. I'm curious to see what comes up for the tarot cards. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have Divine Wisdom. All right, let me flip the cards just in case. Oops. 7 of Wands. Yeah, these are boundaries that need to be put up. And this card is calling to me. Ooh, the 10 of Cups. Yep. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar. But I'm serious. This is happy family. This is like a solid, happy, joyful family energy. The 10 of Cups talks about the rainbow at the end, the happy ending, the wish fulfillment, family and love and celebration and emotional fulfillment and the completion of a cycle. It's like kids are off to college or in school. It's giving mortgages almost paid off or a house is bought. It's giving things are in balance. Family is good. And then Divine Wisdom, which is your intuition, the Ace of Cups, which is a full cup of love that is in reverse, so maybe a drained cup, and 7 of Wands is I'm not really good at the whole boundaries and energy. I I wouldn't be surprised whoever clicked on this may be mom or parent. I really feel that way. And it's like, mom, you know? It reminds me of my best friend's mom. She said as soon as the youngest, my best friend's youngest sibling was graduated and entered college, she was going to go on the longest vacation because she was a stay-at-home mom, not for one, not for two, but 3 babies. And my best friend was an exchange student. So she was a mom for an exchange student. She was there for my friend on hours of the night or hours of the day, you know, just to be there for a phone call, for holidays and whatnot. Just really, I just feel that, like, and she went on her vacation. She said, as soon as she graduates, I'm going on a long vacation. It was so hilarious because she's very in love with my best friend's dad, her husband. And he was like, can I come along? And she's like, no, it's just for me. It's just for me. It doesn't mean I don't love you all. It means I just need to do one thing for me. Because I still am a person. I still exist. Aries energy is like, I'm still here, right? You know, before the family, before the home, before all these responsibilities of Saturn, before all of that happened, there was me, myself, and I. And it doesn't mean I'm less grateful for all of you. But I just need time for me. I'm really sensing that and the releasing of that. The 7 of Cups is like a hard time. Spirit's like, hey, put up those boundaries. Your cup may be getting a bit drained in this. Let's see what the oracle cards say. There's a children oracle card in here. It'd be funny if that came up. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. Maybe you were the type of individual that you saw your life or your ideal world in a certain way. Maybe you've had to make a lot of sacrifices to keep that love alive, to keep those kids happy, to keep the bellies full, to keep the house maintained, you know, maybe. And it's not ideal. It's really, it's giving so much. Like I even talked to share a little bit to better explain. I'm sharing a bit so that you can better understand what I'm seeing. My mom, I once, spoke to her, and I had just got married and I'm happily married, and I have the home and the responsibilities and the fur babies and all these things. And I was like, Mom, it's funny. They teach us like happy ending at the end of the Disney movie or the Jane Austen film. But the reality is it's a lot of work, especially, if you're a man. It can be physical labor. It can in any capacity, especially even if you're a stay-at-home dad, it's like picking up the baby and physically being able to be there in ways that maybe the mom can't be there. If the mom just had the baby, maybe she had surgery, then you have to be there in certain ways. So I feel that men can really, because they're like, this is how I can help. It could be physically a lot if you identify as a man. And as a woman, I see that as well. Like we can be the emotional and sometimes emotional and physical backbone. And sometimes men have to learn that as well. So we give so much. We give so much as parents. We give so much as partners. And it doesn't feel ideal. It's like, wait, so this is what happy ending looks like? I'm still cleaning the cat litter box. I'm still changing the diapers. Maybe you're with a parent that's aging, and I'm seeing that. Now, if you are single and you happen to click on this and you're like, I don't have kids, I'm not married, what does this have to do with me? I think what Spirit is saying, that I don't know what it is, but I think you're the type of person that gives a lot to others. You give a lot to other people. And Spirit is asking you, well, where is the you in your relationships? Where is the you in your partnerships? Where is a little bit of the passion and fire towards yourself that you need? Because the idea of your soulmates and your ideal people, it may be different from your expectations. You may have to work a little bit harder. You may need to hustle a little bit more. But at the end of the day, you still have to fill your own cup. All right. Woo, my goodness. So many cards came out. We have the she who flows, water codes, plunge, the sacred well, replenishment, self-care, giving from a place of plenty. All right, let's go with it. So we have the sacred well, replenishment, self-care, giving from a place of plenty. We have ease, being open to change. Let people come, let things change. Maybe change is, doing something just for you. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive on in with plunge. And then water codes, ancient wisdom, intelligence is in you. This also goes with divine wisdom. You know what you need to set your boundaries and to do things just for you and to fill your cup. Group number 4, if I were to say to you right now, what do you need right now to feel replenished? You probably would be like, oh, I need a day off, or oh, I need the spa, or oh, I need a massage. It's like, And for whatever reason, Spirit says they may be ignoring that energy. And Spirit is saying it's time. It's time, even though you may be happy and in love and all is good. Maybe you're just happily single. Whatever it is, it's time to bring that energy back to yourself. Don't hold back. Don't overthink it. Take that vacation. Go on that spa trip. Take that day off. Call the babysitter or the grandparents or whoever it is and be like, it's all you. Figure it out. My friend's parents said no more than 2 at a time, which makes sense because they only had 2 kids. So they're like, we didn't even raise 4 kids with ourselves. So they have to split up the kids all the time. So if you have a big family, you may need to call more than just the grandparents. Maybe there's a friend. You're like, for one night, I just need it for one night, Maybe it's changing and saying, the person who normally doesn't pick up the slack, now it's time for you to pick up the slack in a different way. Maybe it's getting a babysitter or hiring outside resources and help. It's about being innovative and being innovative in a way that brings it back to you and fills your cup again. Let's pull a tarot card or an oracle card. The machine versus the mystic. The machine versus the mystic. Let's see what we have. The machine versus the mystic. These cards are new to me. So the machine already versus the mystic to me is someone who's always going versus someone who's intuitive and knows. And that's what we've been talking about, which is so hilarious and so in synchronicity with everything. The machine. Unsustainable ways, soulless greed, parched external validation, reaching, exhaustion, pushing, churning, the burn, the paper thin, it's giving burnout. And the mystic is about creativity and magic and dreamer and alignment and flow and harmony. She who flows, going with the flow. Wild and free and overspilling and purpose and unique expression. I'm really getting that this is like Saturn energy, right? You worked really hard. You created these beautiful ideas, but it's time. My group number 4, it is time to put that energy back to ourselves. We have worked so hard to create the beautiful life that we have. And now it's time to honor the me in the we. It's time to do that one thing for yourself. Maybe it's something you've never tried before, like rock climbing or going on a solo staycation at a bed and breakfast spa. Maybe it's simply saying, to the kids and the partner, I get breakfast in bed. Today is going to be my own Mother's Day, even if it's not Mother's Day. Today it's going to be a little bit about me and what I need. Or maybe Father's Day, especially if you're a father that doesn't take advantage of Father's Day. Maybe it's like, today I just need to just sit and be. My brother-in-law goes fishing a lot, so I think about that, like just wanting to go fish or be in nature. Go on that bike ride or that surf trip. So with that, my group number 4, that is your reading. That is your message from Spirit. Pour a little bit of that love back into your own cup, whether you're an established bond, which I'm sure you are, or if you are just simply someone who gives a lot to others. It's your reminder to just give back to yourself in the same way you give to others. So I thank you so much for joining my group number 4s. Let me know if this reading resonated with you at all in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.